back to my channel. So today we are going to see about this Ionic tabs, okay, how they works, what are the how the tabs looks, all those things we are going to see it. So for that, like if you know, if you go to that to the official document, right? So this is that Ionic framework. And if you see their official document, right, so you can see, they have like the tabs, and they have inside Ion tab and tab bar and a pattern, right? So the tabs are like top level. So basically they are like navigation component, okay? So which used to navigate from one component to another component using the tab okay. So if you see the structure how they look like, you will have like any tabs on the top, and inside that there will be a like any tab bar, and you can see there is a slot is like bottom or top. It's like bottom or top. So if it is a bottom, so you will see that the tabs will be at the bottom of that your native application, or if it is up, so it will be here on the top, okay, in the header. And you see there is Ionic tab button, right? So this Ionic tab button is like it will contain your router links. If you see whatever the like this, you see this schedule, right? This is like one of the router link which we have given the routes. So it's one of the router name, okay, which we have provided. So it will be go to the scheduled route, okay, and here it will go to the speaker routes. So similarly map routes and all this thing about routes. So these are the we can create this button, okay, inside that Ionic tab bar. So just to we are going to now like create one application. So I have just created one folder tab. So I'm going to give Ionic start. Use that so this is I'm going to use Angular, yes. So I'm going to give Ionic tab. Ionic tabs, right? See, yeah. So if you see, right, the default template we have like get a side menu tab. So I'm going to select tabs, right? Okay, because we are going to create tabs. So now you can see this, it is installing all those capacitor, the latest capacitor, all those things, right? So it is going to install all this package which is required for this particular application to run on those native application iOS and Android. So in meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fast like speed up this video. We can see that the project is created. If you get ls, you can see that the tabs is it's created the tabs inside the tabs, okay. You can see go to cd, you can see all this packages, right, all this folder src. So that Ionic project is created. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to open that project from inside this app folder, tab, okay. Just open this tab. So now first, like let's have node modules, everything. So now directly I'm going to this src folder and the app folder, and you can see it created tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, right? And if you see this tab dot field, this is the main page, okay, which so it is having those Ionic tabs on the top, then Ionic the tab bar. This is only one tab which will have all those router, like if you Ionic button tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, right? And this router is defined in this tab.routing.html, sorry, tab.routing.module. And you see this, it is having tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and which is pointing to this module. These are like these are the custom module, and these are like lazy loading. These are if you know that lazy loading, it's like it will load only when there is requirement. So it is not going to load by default, and that is a good thing that we use, right? And that is a feature of Angular, lazy loading. which support Ionic also, because it is we have using Ionic, Angular as our this base language here. So we have, and we can see this, we are giving this thing tab 1, tab 2, and if you see the slot is on the bottom, so it is inside the bottom. And if you go to the app component, see this is the router, so this is the main app.html, which will load that. Okay, and this is the tab.html, which will load all those routes. Now we are going to run this application, right? How you are going to see how it looks in the native those iOS and Android. So for that, as we will do Ionic build. So it is going to take time, so I'm going to speed up this video. So what does Ionic build? Ionic build, synced all those code, whatever the code which you written on this thing into this www folder, right? If you see, there is a www folder, right? It is inside this particular, all those ECMAScript 2015 converted those TypeScript into ECMAScript. Now after that, we have to Ionic capacitor add iOS. So it is going to add that folder, iOS folder, and it is going to install all those library which is there in the sharded with this JSON package.json file, right? See this package.json. So we have dependency capacitor, keyboard, all those code, what the status bar, keyboard. Those are the things which is going to install this plugin, and create that folder, all the dependent plugins. So it is going to install all those things, all those plugins. I think it is going to take some time, few seconds. So now you can see those those plugins are getting installed inside that iOS folder. And if you see on the top right here, the iOS folder is created. So it has added that folder, and we will add that Android folder also. So for that Ionic cap add Android. So it is going to do the same thing. It's going to install all the dependencies plugin which require for that Android platform. And it is same thing, all those whatever there inside this package.json, it is going to install this plugin. And you can see now here on the left hand side, the Android folder is created, and all this Gradle file, all this plugin is getting installed also. So I think that is done. So after doing that, right, we have to build any cap sync. Okay, so it is going to sync whatever that the code which we have done it through Ionic build inside those folder, Android and iOS folder. So it is going to sync all those plugins, all those code, whatever the ECMAScript file which you have written, those things inside those folder, Android and iOS folder, so that it can run those code on those platform iOS and Android. So we are going to do any cap sync. So you can see it is running ng in the background, ng run upright build. So it is going to take few seconds. So yeah, you can see all those copies right? Those are also it is doing that. It is doing also basically Ionic build also, and it is copying those things inside from the www folder to that also. It is copying those plugins also. You can see from this detail, right? You can see that. Now the next thing, after that cap sync, we have first of all I'm going to do it for the iOS, right? So I'm going to Ionic cap run iOS dash means it is going to live reloading. So I will just hit enter, and it is going to take 20 to 30 seconds. So before that you have to select those which platform. So I want an iPhone 11. guys, this is going to take a few seconds. I'm going to speed up this video. So now you can see that the, the simulator is opening. So it took hardly, like if you see, like it is took 100 seconds, okay, more than 100 seconds. That's why I speed up this video. So yes, now you can see this, right? So we have the tab on the bottom, right? We have the tab button, we have the tab 3, tab 2, tab 1, tab 2, okay. So in this way, like you can create this tab. And one thing I just want to show you, like there is a tab, right? Google tab of HTML. Just type top. I think the tab will come at the top, right? You see, right? It looks awkward, but the tab is on the top. So that is a still property. You can change the slot from bottom to top. The bottom looks how you keep it. So if you see right now we are doing live coding, right? It's like browser. So that is happening because we are having Ionic cap run iOS dash in. That's why it is running that, right? Which command it is doing that? It is doing this command, right? Ionic cap run iOS dash in. This command is running this library, like loading this thing, okay? So we can just do this. The similar way we do it in browser, right? So that's very advantage. So yes, so in this way you can create and deploy to your iOS platform. The last thing which I, if you see, yeah. So the thing which you want to, we have already, if you go to this document, right, this button, and there are like some other property like events. You can also write those events, all this kind of tab will change. You can fire those events. Suppose if you're writing want to fire some event, when you click on that, so which you can do it through this event site. So yeah, so slots are already told you. Now we are going to also see this thing, I'm just going to play this thing, how it looks on the Android, right? So just cancel this. So Ionic cap, just open iOS, sorry, open Android. So now we can see, right, that got this run command. So just click on this run app and we have the simulator function that right, just click on this run app. So till the time which command which we use, open Android. So it will open that Android, this Android studio where you can run this. So now you can see the simulator is open. So you can see that now you can see this application is set on Android. So it's same the bottom, the tabs are on the bottom. So this way, like we can create tabs in iOS and Android platform. Even for the window you can do it like, but that is not in the scope. So we can create the tabs for the Android and this iOS platform here. So thanks for watching this video. If you like, then please subscribe and try to share this video with your friends. Thank you again.